Prambors Radio.
Yeah, my name is Baim. I'm from Indonesia #1 hit music station, Prambors. You look good, Flore. How are you?
Hey, thanks so much for having me. And I'm
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I'm pretty good too. Thank you. Flore, talk about personal things. Can you tell me where you at the moment?
I'm in Germany,
Mm-hmm.
and my hometown in a small town. And I'm in my room, and it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's really beautiful design on your room.
Well, yeah, it's just like a curtain. You
Okay,
cannot see
okay.
more.
Can you tell me some of the things that you have already know of or have heard about Indonesia? Have you heard anything about Indonesia at the moment, Flore?
Well, I know that all the people there are super nice. Like everyone I talk to is like so kind and sweet. So I think you're all like so cute and kind people. Um, yeah, and I love that. I love talking to you.
Yeah. I hope time will bring you to Indonesia after the pandemic done for sure.
I would love to.
Yeah. Talk about pandemic. How does the current situation affect your career? I mean, like how many activities postponed, such a concert or some tour maybe?
Yeah, we can like, well, we could always go like outside, and I love to take long walks in the woods, so I can still do that. But of course, like concerts got canceled or plans. We didn't even made any plans up because we knew, oh, they're gonna get canceled, like as like they will be canceled in the future. But yeah, like for personal and like for my music, it got like influenced in a way that as a songwriter, you write about the stories you experience. And if you're just like at home and have nothing to do, you're like lacking your creativity, you just don't experience anything to write about. And that was kind of challenging. But yeah, it slowly is getting better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you haven't made anything some plan or get some tour maybe because the pandemic, it's pandemic in haven't finished yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, first thing first, congratulations for your single Cigarette. I already listened to your song and that was so amazing.
Oh, thank you. Glad you like it.
Yeah. So what kind of decision that makes you make about cigarette? Is it like from the real experience or something like that? Actually, what's the meaning of the song?
Yeah, I have well, I always write about personal experiences, but I think it's like more extended in the song, more extreme. But the main feeling is something I experienced. So yes, I have this person in my life who is like not good for me, but I always coming back to them, maybe just to write about it,
Yeah.
So yeah, and Cigarette is about this self-destructive side of love. And that leaving these toxic patterns of a relationship can be like an addiction. It's not good for you, and you don't
Yes.
even feel good in it. And if you want to leave, you just like cannot, because it's like an addiction. You're always coming back, even though it's not good for you. So I thought like it would be a perfect metaphor, just like smoking, like a cigarette, because it's like a cigarette doesn't even get you high or get you like on super drugs and to make you see like crazy things. It's just like you do it, and it's not even you. Like a lot of smokers, I don't smoke myself, but they hate that they smoke. And it's like, but you cannot quit it because sometimes somehow you still like it. And yeah, I think like smoking is still something that's like kind of romanticized, like in movies or on pictures. It's something that's like cool or sexy. So yeah, and I think like this toxic relationship I was thinking of is kind of like the same. Like it's a romanticized self-destruction, just like
Yes. It really influences you. But like love is can be like an epic like cigarette. Is it bad medicine for something that doesn't need to be fixed, right?
Yes. That's true.
Yeah. I mean love can be like an epic like bad medicine for you, right?
Yeah, it is. I think yeah, love was always something for me. I don't know what love is. Like it's such a big word.
Oh.
Like what is love? Well, I don't know. But I mean like love was always something that made me feel like vulnerable and like hurt in the end. It can like blossom you out, like like inspire you in a way. But love is not supposed to make you feel like you're like less value or like gets you hurt, like deeply hurt. So yeah, I just maybe have a weird relationship with it, but I think everyone has that. So yeah, love can definitely be a bad medicine, or some people can be a bad medicine.
Yeah. So what experience that you can take off when you writing the song? I mean, like, what kind of the lesson that you learned after you wrote Cigarette and through a lot of development?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you learn anything from it. It's just that, as I said, sometimes I do things just to write about them. And yeah, everything I experience, like even if it's like bad and it hurts me, I can still write a song about it afterwards, and then I feel good again. So I'm like, oh, glad I experienced that, because if I wouldn't have these cool songs I like. So I don't think it's not like I write a song and then it's like, oh, that's the lesson I've learned now. It's just like, oh, now I feel better because I have this cool song.
Wow, that's so deep. So you are consistent to bring dark pop or telling about darkness in our life?
Yeah, well, I always say like I make dark pop music because I always love this dark aspect in it. Like when it comes to aesthetics, I love, like, as you can tell, like I love black clothing. I love everything that's a bit creepy and weird. So yeah, I think like everyone has a certain darkness in their life, even if it's like you're like, I don't know, sad, like depressed, or you just like the edges of a human being, you know what I mean? Like all these true crime stories, for example, like we all kind of love that and love to see the dark parts of a human being, you know? So I think like bringing the darkness into my music and into my style is something that's super natural for me, and that's nothing like special or weird. So I like embracing the dark things.
I'm agree. I think everyone in this world have dark side in our life, right? Yeah.
That's true. So.
But is it kind of tricky to make something like honest and dark all the time? Because when you are writing your own feeling into the song, it sometimes can be a tricky process behind it, right?
Yeah, that's true. I always write in the night crying on my piano. So I cry a lot while writing them.
Wow, you're so emotional.
So, yes, I'm a crybaby. I cry. I think I cry almost every day. Just even if it's like 1 minute, I cry. I cry about cute things. I cry about being alive and dying soon. I cry about being depressed. That sounds like, it sounds so sad. But the thing is, I'm not a sad character, you know? Like I'm more of a light person, and like I'm not a deep dark character. So I like to have this contrast always.
Okay. And then talk about your upcoming EP called Romaniac, right? How many songs will be there?
I think 7.
7 songs. Wow. And Cigarette is the first upcoming song, right? Yeah, I really love the Cigarette for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, what do you expect from this EP? Can you tell us about the story behind this new EP, and how do you produce this during pandemic?
Yeah, so Romaniac, which means like romance, and maniac, which is like inspired from the sides of love, from the more darker sides of love, that love can make you go crazy. And like, for example, like toxic relationships you don't want to end, or like some secret, killer fantasies you have toward your ex friends, you know, like I wish you were dead, but literally. So I just allow myself having these thoughts and having fun with that. And producing this EP, well, I always produce on my iPad, the demo versions. So I produce with GarageBand and record with the inbuilt iPad mic, just sing in the iPad. And
you
then I send the tracks yes.
Wow, that's so cool.
And then I send the tracks to my producer and she works on it. And then we just like go back and forth. And then I'm going in the studio and we're working together on it and record it. So the pandemic did not really influence that, because we can like send each other the tracks, you know? So, but yeah.
Wow. So what's next for Flore?
Well, the EP, I'm still working on it. I
Mm-hmm.
still have to write songs for it. And I'm really looking forward for concerts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having my very, very, very first concert. I'm playing my own songs on the stage in 2 weeks.
Oh,
And so I'm releasing music for like 3 years now. And it's so crazy that after 3 years, I have my first concert,
wow.
right? It's
After
like,
3 years.
yeah, it was like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm having my very first concert now. And I'm so excited because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is something I'm really looking forward to. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I hope you are doing well on your gigs later. And of course, for your upcoming EP, I really, really can't wait for that. Romaniac. Yeah.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
Yeah. Okay. Before we end this conversation, actually, I just want to know, can you describe cigarette song with one word?
Addictive.
Addictive.
Is it
Yeah.
a word, right? Is it a
Yeah,
word?
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. For me, if I describe cigarette song with one word, I think I'm gonna choose orgasm, you know? Yeah, because your song
Oh.
was so orgasm for me.
Oh. Well, that's a big compliment.
Yeah,
Glad you
yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay, for the last, do you have any message for Indonesia? I mean, for your fans in here, including me.
Yes. Well, I'm super grateful for all the support. So thank you all so much for streaming and for like
Mm-hmm.
tagging me in your post and writing me cute messages. I really appreciate every single one, even
Yeah,
though this
yeah, yeah.
sounds cheesy, but it is true. So, and it's crazy that I'm half the world away and you guys there like supporting me and writing me, and I love that. So feel free to text me. I always answer and I see everything. I really love to connect. So yeah, I'm super
Okay,
grateful.
okay, yeah, 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 yeah. For me personally, I really love your song, your everything of your project. I really love it. Yeah, you're so cool. You're so amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because,
Sending
thank you.
love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much, Flore. Thank you very much. Just all the best. Stay safe and stay healthy. You're so
Same
cool.
to
You're so
you.
amazing. Yeah. Okay, Kawula Muda.
Have a
Bye.
great day.
Yes,
Thank you
bye. I'm
so
signing
much.
out. Peace out.
Goodbye.